I am doing my week 2 look at the college football slate. I just want to give you some plays. When I play these slates, I tend to avoid the big high price quarterbacks. Although I do think Trevor Lawrence is going to go off against the Citadel team. Like, is anybody going to doubt that? The Clemson Tigers might win this game by 30, and Trevor Lawrence is going to throw for 200 plus yards, no doubt. But paying up 9-7 for a guy like Trevor Lawrence makes it really hard to build the rest of your lineup in a tangible way. So I'm going to give you some quarterbacks, some stacks that you can play in week 2 that I think will bring immense value. One of them being Chase Bryce at 6,800. One thing I really, really like in college football DFS is a quarterback that throws for a high volume, has a good efficient rating, and is projected to shoot out. And Duke is only projected to win by 6 points. And I think he put up a solid outing against Notre Dame. I don't think Boston College is going to put up as much as a threat as Notre Dame did. I think Chase Bryce is going to be a big reason why Duke ultimately wins this game against Boston College. Let's get that out of the way. Stay on page. Okay. Stay on page. And you can pair him with 1 to 2 of his pass catchers. 5 catches to Calhoun, 5 catches to Pancol, and 5 catches to Noah Gray. That's where he completed a majority of his passes. So if you want to play Price, you can play him with Calhoun. You can play him with Noah Gray, and you can have a 3-man stack with Duke against Boston College. Another quarterback I really like is Jeff Sims at 5'3". Again, high volume, super high completion rating. If I could get 35 attempts out of Jeff Sims and he completes 24 of his passes, this team is going to be really explosive to stack with. And at 5'3", with the amount he threw, with the amount of with his high efficiency, at 5'3", I think Jeff Sims is an incredible play. I think this is one of the greatest misprices on a quarterback. And if you want to pair him with one of his receivers, you can pair him with Carter, who got 6 receptions. You can pair him with Camp, who got 5 receptions. God, my computer's being dumb. And you can pair him with Brown, who only got 3 receptions. So when you have a quarterback who's throwing the ball a lot, and you know where a majority of his targets are going to go, you can play the quarterback. You could pair him with 1 or 2 of his pass catchers, and you could have a really good cheap stack. I think a lot of people might be on Sims and might be on this game, but at this price, as cheap as this stack is, I don't think you can get away with not playing it in at least 20% of your lineups this week. I think this week, this stack here is going to crush value here. Also, if you want to bring it back, if you think this game is going to shoot out, You can play Otis Anderson at 6,100. Otis Anderson caught 31 balls this year. If he could get you 3 to 5 catches with 10 to 15 carries on the ground, I think he will exceed value here. But UCF hasn't played a game yet. I really don't know how much he's going to be used. But if he gets similar usage like he did last year, Anderson could be a great play. I always like rostering running backs with high catching upside, and if he can haul in 31 targets like he did last year, the upside's definitely there. So, Jeff Sims, Michael Carter, Brown, bring it back with Anderson. You got yourself a good game stack. And one more guy I want to play, Hennigan. Hennigan is the top receiver. He's a big target in the red zone. And at 6K, I'm going to plug him in with Zach Thomas. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of playing Zach Thomas. I'd much rather have the Duke stack or the Georgia Tech stack, because App State is going to try to run the football, and they're going to try to run the football a lot. And if you're playing this stack, you're trying to bank on Hennigan's usage in the red zone, but which I don't like doing. But if Hennigan goes off for a couple of touchdowns and you have Zach Thomas, you're going to have a great day. I don't feel comfortable paying 6.9 for Zach Thomas. I'm going to have some allocations of Zach Thomas with Hennigan, but I would much rather have Bryce in my lineup than Thomas. Or Sims. And then if another stack that you can play, if you really think University of Louisiana is legit after what they did to Iowa State, you can play Levi Lewis, but at 6,500, the volume's not there. It's just not a price I want to pay for this guy, but Georgia State's defense is not that great. So if you think Levi Lewis is legit, if you think this team is legit, you can plug him in. But again, with DeBlanc, who was his top receiver with 5 receptions and 82 yards. But I am not completely sold on this team yet. I'm going to take a wait and see approach with more of the small teams. But I think this stack is going to be very contrarian. So if you want to take the risk, if you think University of Louisiana Lafayette is legit, you can play this stack. I don't think I'm there yet, but I could be wrong with that. So that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll